Peace, peace, peace. Self-sabotage. Your body is a weapon. Proper government. Tai Chi wrap up from today's class. Absolutely. Today's Wednesday, so I'm doing a Tai Chi wrap up from class that I just got finished teaching. Abdul Kul Ta'afalatat, Wabazung, Gamafaragum, Shalel Kalum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istanjay. Laku. What up? Please press 2 if you shared the video. You just got here. Please introduce yourself. I'm Coach Kyer, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just getting home from Tai Chi class, and I got some things I want to talk about that came out of class tonight. So I guess I should start with how this subject relates back to how I got into Tai Chi in the first place. So I used to be in the streets selling drugs, toting guns, stuff like that. I was on the spiritual path on one side, and then I was doing savagery on the other side, which could be classified as self-sabotage. So I saw some of my partners who was further on the spiritual path than me, and they introduced me to their Tai Chi instructor in '96. And I was like, I don't need that. I got guns. Then 5 years later, my father had cancer, and I had forgot all about this guy, and another brother came and was like, we're having this class this weekend on how our teacher cured himself from cancer. So I ended up going to that class to learn how this man used some type of breath control to cure himself from cancer, so I could take it and show it to my father, and ended up staying after that weekend class and just stayed in class for the next 10 years. Well, till now, you know what I'm saying? So what's that? That's 17 years. And ended up learning Tai Chi and other stuff. And my father died before I got that technique all the way down. Antoinette Jenkins, how you doing? What up, Miss Gray? Tigo, listen to the story now. Press 2. So sometimes, like, you ignore an opportunity that is for you and for your family, but then it come back around to you because the universe got to set it back up for you. You'll say no to something that the universe brought to you, and then the universe has to go through the trouble of bringing it back around. Because in '96, my father didn't have cancer. He had a stroke, but he didn't have cancer. Then after the stroke, then the cancer came in, right? And then he dies, not from cancer, but from something else. Yet pneumonia kills him after all of this stuff, right? So I don't have the tools to help my father, who fought for me when my mama left in the divorce. My mama left in the divorce, and my daddy fought for me. I was raised by my father. I see him all the time. I learned about my daddy left me. So I couldn't even, I was powerless. So when he died, I was like, I'm on this path, period. But when I go back to it, and even today's lesson, your body is a weapon. So when you self-sabotage, you do it to yourself. So the discipline that I got from Tai Chi helps me stop the generational curse of self-sabotage. My daddy smoked liquor. He drank too much, smoked too many cigarettes, cursed too much, whole bunch of other stuff that he probably could have done differently to, you know what I'm saying? What up, Levance? DCR in the building, to stretch his life out. And anybody on here from Fayetteville or Deep Creek Road know how I am about my daddy. But I can say that my daddy self-sabotaged in his own body. So you only can self-sabotage your own body. So that's why I say your body's a weapon. So when you see martial artists and they're coming out here with all these different hand positions and things, these are weapons. But your whole body is a weapon. Your hair, your mouth, your tongue, the words you speak, that's a weapon. When a woman's angry at you and she's flexing on you with her mouth, or y'all having, You're using your words as a weapon, but it's coming from your whole body. When you kick somebody or knee somebody or hit somebody with an elbow or a back fist or whatever you do, your body is the center. Your body is the weapon. So when you're not properly trained in how to use your weapon, then you can misuse it. So today in class, we was like, what happens when you see a child with a knife? What happens when you see a child with a knife? Vonda, what do? Oh, wait. You rush up on the child because you know the child ain't got no business with this knife. I don't care how tough you are or whatever. Just our nature to save children is like, put that down. What are you doing? No. So sometimes when we look at grown people and we'll see the activity that they're doing is self-sabotage to themselves because they got their own weapon. They got it in their own hand. They got the power in their own hand. And the problem is, they also said the body is a temple. So if the body is a weapon, the body is also a temple. And every temple, Christian, Muslim, whatever, state house, is run through proper government. It's always run through proper government. So you can't self-sabotage if you got proper government. Everybody please type in hashtag proper government. Because proper government makes you sovereign. Proper government, I don't have to vote for anyone outside of myself. My father had to let other people take care of him. The VA hospital, you think the VA hospital is going to give him optimal health care? He should have learned it himself, so he didn't have proper government over his own weapon. So he ends up self-sabotaging and dying. This is why I'm so on other stuff about I don't like the words leaving a legacy. I would have preferred for my father to live a legacy. Show me how you can have proper government in your body, in your temple. Don't self-sabotage. Live a long, fruitful life so you can overcome and redo some of the mistakes that you have done. All of us, especially when you see Coach Khayr. I got this from Seafood Kelly Larson. You are looking, most of y'all say, oh, he's an astrologer. He's a teacher. He teach Tai Chi because he got the gi. He got the, I still got this, yeah, I'm a black belt. I ain't even took my uniform off because there's this much on my mind. But what I am is a clearing machine. And that's what you better be. You better be a clearing machine. When you go to these workshops and you say, I want to do this ritual, I want to learn something, you're actually trying to clear up the disagreeable karma from the things that you done that now you got to be like, man, I got to pay all that tab. You got to pay all that tab. So that's why I love Tai Chi. Tai Chi is proper government. It makes me a sovereign because now I'm in control totally of my lymphatic system, circulatory system, and respiratory system. Respiratory system is my breath. Vonda says, I'm Dr. Carter. I couldn't talk without my breath. I couldn't talk if my lungs weren't healthy. In the Bible, Vonda, what they say in Genesis, it says we're gonna breathe breath into man and he became a living soul. So for you to celebrate your soul, you need to honor your respiratory system, which is proper government. So when I see somebody just over here talking about, oh, Donald Trump, how are you wasting your breath on someone else's improper government? You know how many times somebody done wasted your breath on improper government? Oh, there's Amina Peterson. Amina, please post the link to the Tai Chi class. Because that's all I'm teaching this Tai Chi class on is relationships, proper government, ending self-sabotage. Senyata made this flyer up. I can go get it and then just show it to you. That's Amina Peterson. She was the one that was so grateful enough to open up the Atlanta Tantra Institute and say, Shendao can practice here. So we're going to go hard. You're not going to come over to the Atlanta Tantra Institute where I'm a guest at Amina's and not get it right. They was like, ooh, It's nice and air conditioned in here. Where did they have class at tonight, Amina? You gonna take that butt outside? Where we going? We started meditating at 6:45. At 7 o'clock, we got up and put our shoes on and went outside. And we practiced till 8:30. I think 7 people came to class, 8 people came to class. Ooh, it was intimate. Because I'm going to make you start over and over and over, because that's how important proper government is. What up, Team Pisces Greensboro? I said I'm in charge of what again? I'm in charge. I don't know. I don't forgot by now. Somebody's going to have to help me. I'm in charge of helping you, the respiratory system. Shindao is over at the Atlanta Tantra Institute. We her guest. We teaching Tai Chi over there every Wednesday. I don't know what I said. I have to go back and listen to that again. That's right. AtlantaTantra.com, specially events. Ooh, somebody said it's hot outside. Soon as it's been hot all day in Amina, what happened? Tell them. As soon as we went outside, it gave us a little drizzle. It looked like it was going to rain, and it cooled off immediately. See, when you go out there and start invoking spirits, because a Tai Chi class is really a sorcery class. Please press 2 if you ain't shared this video yet. Share this video because people need to understand, at least hear. I ain't trying to change how you think, but I am trying to make you think. I'm trying to create and challenge some of the things that you've been accepting as your real programming. It ain't no real programming. What you got to do is you got to deprogram. Capri. Team Capricorn. I'm in charge of my breath. That's right. Because if somebody else is in charge of my breath by getting me to talk about them, then I'm not a sovereign anymore. And now someone else has performed a coup of my government. How can I have proper government if I let somebody come in from outside of my kingdom, my domain, my castle, and take over my government? Big shouts out to all the Aries and the fire signs. What up, Team Leo? I see all of y'all. It's Aries season. That's right. Virgos, y'all just wait a minute. Just give the Leos time to do their thug thizzle. It's coming. Okay? But please press 2 if you just got here. Share the video. Identify yourself. I'm Coach Kai, your Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. What team are you on Zodiac-wise? And what city and state are you repping right now? So, what up, Cheryl? What up, Tutu? I got this download yesterday because I was like, how am I going to go about teaching this class? And I was like, I don't want to go. I still want to give the fundamentals, but I started talking about how do we flow? That's the form. So when I'm taking when you are going through the form, the only way that you can go through the form and learn how to flow and exercise and be one and be in harmony with your body. That's the other part of the class. The Tai Chi is about proper relationships. Even if we're in a social conflict where I have to strike with something, with fierceness, it's still something social. It's a relationship. When you see Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, it's still a relationship. Amina says, let me go make love to the full moon. Hope you see you at Tai Chi soon. That's right. I didn't have to talk about sex tonight or how Tantra and Tai Chi go together. That's how I learned it. But then I realized I have to add on to what my teacher gave me, like Amina. Amina adds on from what her understanding of what the class is. That's why she's a sovereign. Why would I want to be something else other than a sovereign? I want to be sovereign. If you can't control your own respiratory system, you can't speak for yourself. You can't speak without running your own respiratory system. Your immune system is what fights diseases. If I'm sick, then how can I teach? How can I go break bread? How can I go perform? How can I go share my gift with the world? Impossible. Up Team Gemini, Northern Minnesota, North Carolina, the borough, Chicago, Illinois. I see you. What up, Miss Shaw? Thank you for joining. Team Virgo in LA. I see you, Team Scorpio. Team Libra, Winston-Salem. So look, where's the full moon? Oh, the full moon is this week's the 15th. Oh, well, today's the 14th. So we're in the energy of the full moon. Oh, we had practice in the energy of the full moon. Ow. We had some undulating exercises tonight too. The ladies had to learn, and the brothers had to learn about undulating and the snake. We got into the animal spirits tonight. Because when you really doing all these things and you got proper government, you realize that your body is a weapon and you in charge of it. And you make it into a healing temple for your own benefit so you can do God's work. You got the proper relationship between you and your breath. What is there that you can't perform? What is it that you can't do? Now you're in harmony. You're in harmony and you can create harmony. You can go into a situation that's not harmonious and just ease all around that and leave that situation unharmonious, and you still be at harmony in the eye of the storm. There's always going to be an eye of the storm somewhere coming around you or for you or whatever. What up, Team Virgo, Syracuse, Team Gemini from North Carolina? What up, Ebony? What up, Corey? What up, Raquel? If you just got here, press 2 to share this video. This is a message about self-sabotage and stopping it. Why are you self-sabotaging yourself? Because you ain't got control of your own government. Tai Chi is proper government. Tai Chi is sovereignty in your life. So we just came back from class, and at the end I was asking, they was like, well, do we have homework? I was like, yeah, you got homework. Whatever you can remember. If you can just remember that you can just clear your energy. And one sister, she was like, Kamei said, I could just feel the energy coming out the palm of my hands. And was I supposed to feel the energy coming out of my hands? I said, you tell me. See, as a sovereign, you tell me what is going on in your government. You don't ask me to tell you what's happening in your government. You tell me about your government. And then I'll be like, word, because then I can be an advisor to your government. That's what really the teaching is about. For me as a teacher, I'm supposed to be helping you with your own government. I'm not supposed to be governing your body. You should be able to stand on one leg and pose like at prayer position, or pose like the crane or the tiger or whatever, and understand all of these particular movements in order to make your body stronger. But if you don't make your body stronger, then your body start rebelling against you and start self-sabotaging, which is what? Diseases, mental health breakdowns, all of the stuff that's coming. It's in your family. You see it. Firewater, General Firewater, Sincere is in the building. Richard the Magi. What is all the Magi's came out at one time? Who called y'all? What is going on? Okay. So it's just so important, that we stop self-sabotaging because we don't have a good relationship with our own government. And then you wonder why you have a problem with other people. Why you arguing with somebody in a janky relationship. You in a janky relationship, or you continually telling your story about janky relationships in the past. It's over. I want to empower people, proper government, so they can tell me new stories like Amina. Amina was like, I'm getting ready to go and make sweet love under this full moon. That's the story I want to hear. Pop collars. You know what I'm saying? It's an Aquarius full moon. Then get free. That's what we're talking about tonight. Sovereignty. So Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, if you in Atlanta, come through. No, we're not filming it. I ain't got time for nobody to be holding the camera. Fly to Atlanta. Drive to Atlanta. Catch one class. Bring your own camera. Oh, and we was outside. We had like 7 or 8 people. And everybody got individual attention. Now, I'm going to also say this. Amina is about that life, about respecting people in their class time. The doors next week get locked at 7:01. She said she opened the doors of the temple at 3 o'clock. So it ain't no excuse for you being late. So meditation starts at 6:45. Class starts at 7. She locking the door at 7:01. Period. She said she don't care where you come from. She said she opened the door at 3 o'clock during the day. So you can get there at 5 o'clock and take a nap and just sleep. You know what I'm saying? Till 6:30. You can come over and just go to sleep. So you can't be late. What up, nephew? So it's highly important that we be more accountable for our actions. And I'm glad, because I'm like, oh no, let the people come in, we're down there because then you're just gonna be late, and then and then you see that you already behind and you missing stuff, and we're not going backwards. But she shut all that down. She was like, you gonna be, but you gotta honor and you want to participate fully in proper government. And what I call it is an individual class in a group setting. That's what I had. I had an individual class with a group setting. There were other people born a law. He was in class. He know what it is. In the self-sabotage, you are the weapon. How are you using your lightsaber? If you are a lightsaber, then how are you using it? Are you using it to cut your body up and scar yourself? Or are you using it to cut the bonds and be free so you can be Jedi? You can be Magi, you can be Jedi, or you want to be dark side. So many of y'all are sitting around here with a lightsaber on your side and you ain't even pulling it off. And you just turning it on just like, oh, I got a lightsaber, so I'm going to just light a cigarette. Nah. Big shouts out to Ciola McDonald, who came up in the class today, first class. Ciola was like, oh, I was, what she say? She said, I felt so uncoordinated. I said, great. It was your first class. Don't come in and think that you are supposed to catch it. Salute to Balagoon. Another African warrior just came up in here. When you go to any of these African martial arts classes, because Tai Chi is an African martial art, you're learning how to stop self-sabotage. You're learning how to stop self-sabotage. Let me see if does Baba want to come on? He might have just been passing through. Because if he'd have been on here, I would have definitely asked, because he'll tell you. I want to get another teacher on here. What up, Bass? So that's what we learning these arts for. It's really all sorcery. It's all that's my conclusion. It's all the government that you look at, that Bushes and the Obamas and the Trumps and all that, they were using all sorcery. Why you ain't using sorcery in your own stuff too? That's what it's for. It's for us to become sovereign again, quit self-sabotaging, yo. So many things I used to self-sabotage myself in. That's over. Let's drop the agendas and get into living free, all right? So I hope this reached everybody in a cool place where you got some understanding out of it. Thank you, Ciola, for coming to class. I definitely see y'all next week. We got class every Wednesday at from 7 to 8:30. It's only $15. I don't know where you're going to get that at. But come through. That's the invitation. There's atlantatantra.com/events, or you can go to atlantatantra.com/qigongs and QI. Oh, tonight we went over like breath work. Like for a first class, for some people who had never been there, it was magnificent. I really wanted more brothers to be there. Because brothers, if you are leading a household in a relationship, your first responsibility is to show proper government with yourself. How you going to learn proper government if you don't know form, flow, exercise, posture, and stance? Form, flow, exercise, posture, stance, and proper breathing. We were talking about being honest tonight. One of the 4 virtues is, Ciola says no more self-sabotage, is honesty to myself and others at all times. That's how we salute in, right? So when you're doing an exercise, you have to be honest in the exercise. So it's inhale, and that's one full inhale. So you have to be halfway right here, and then the other half is right here. And then the full exhale. So the sister said, well, what if I go here and the hands are back, but she's still inhaling? Then she's not being honest in her movements. She already done lied in her government. From the side, it looks like this. The hands are coming up. That's one inhale. Let's move the hair in the back. And then when the hands get all the way to the back, you should be at a full inhale. So a lot of times you are breathing too fast and you only got a certain amount of breaths while you're down here on this planet. So now your respiratory system is jacked up because you're talking too much or you done gave so much of it away. Slow your breathing down so you can live longer. You're going to need a long life to correct some of the learning experiences that you had. You didn't have no mistakes unless you didn't learn something from it. But you're going to need more time to recruit. Migraine tonight, coach. Any suggestions? Absolutely. You got migraines. First off, you care about people too much. Your care level is too high about something. That's the essential piece. But you can take your thumbs, put them in your temples, and take the first knuckle, the phoenix eye. This was something that, see y'all, remember in class that I showed y'all about the phoenix eye? So it could be a weapon or it could be a healing tool. We take the thumb and put it in the temple, and then take the knuckle and put it up against, right in the center at the third eye, and then drag it apart with lots of pressure. Put it in the center, apply pressure, and drag it apart. That's for all headaches. Put it in the center, drag it apart across that bone. See this eye, all this is an eye socket, but it also has nerve endings that are attached to where that migraine is at. So these sockets right here, you want to massage them with this knuckle. You want to put bone on bone and massage that. But you want the thumbs in the temple. Boom. And then you can come to the bridge of the nose and come and wipe out. Oh, I'm in my bag tonight. Yep. If you just came on here, please press 2 to share the video. And also, I hope that, whatever that was. And also state your team, Zodiac, and what city and state you from. What up, Zenobia? What up, Brittany? Takesha Jones is in the building. What up, Love Pure Light? Miss Brantley is in the building. Thanks. And if you just got here, if you send me a friend request, if you go back and watch this video, please send me a message because I do not accept people that don't send me a message. Okay, that's just how I do. So that's one way, is coming through the brow. You could also bring the back of the knuckle. You could bring the back of the knuckle and do the hairline and just come down around. There's a bone on the back of the ear. There's a bone on the back of the ear that comes down, connects to the jaw. This bone right here. You could just come down with a lot of pressure with the thumbs. Come down, come up under the jaw, and wipe it down. Come behind the ear, that bone, it's hard. Press that bone in, transfer over to the jaw, come down, boom. That's for migraines and headaches. If you send me an inbox, I got a whole document on headaches. You know what I'm saying? Like in martial arts, man, we have all of these remedies for stuff. Not just remedy for conflict, but like I said, remedy for my own self. I'm the one that's sovereign out here. Okay? You the one that's sovereign. Cap, Sun, Leo, Moon, Aquarius, Rising. Where's your Mercury at, Miss Jones? If you come to me and you tell me what the Sun, Moon, and Rising, I'm not even going to ask you what that means. I'm going to say, where's your Mercury, Venus, and Saturn at? What up, Kiera Winters? Thanks for joining us. Kathy McBride, you're so welcome. Destiny Ray, what it do? What up, Rahima? I see Detroit, Michigan in the building. What up, Chanel Brantley? Team Capricorn. My skin is golden. All right. Yes, behind the ears. So that was it for me tonight. I definitely appreciate everybody joining in. Remember, please give me some feedback on what was the #1 thing that you took away from tonight's share. Also, there was a video earlier today before class. So I did a before and an after. All right. And yeah, what was the one thing that you could pull from this share that you could use immediately? Are you breathing too fast? Are you self-sabotaging? Are you using your body as a weapon against yourself? What do your relationships look like? Because if you can raise your hand and say, I've been in a janky relationship, or I've been in some funky energy for the last 2 weeks, that means you ain't having a healthy relationship with your own body, with your own temple. So your sovereignty is at risk, and some other government is probably running your situation. Because see, everybody got their own government. When somebody bring you stress to a situation or bring stress to your government and then you react with stress, why can't you be Switzerland when you ain't sweating it? I ain't sweating that. Team Reflector. If you are human design, you can also leave your human design team that you're on in what city and state. I'm Team Emotional Manifestor 3-5 Profile, Atlanta, Georgia. Team Taurus. Holla! Owning my breath and governing my breath when I speak on. It's not worth my breath. That's why what the pimp used to say, Vonda, they said, let me come over here and breathe on you. That means he was saying it's an honor for me to come over here and breathe on you, for me to say something. So when you say something, let it mean something. Boy, I got to go. Shit, I got too much stuff on my face. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I really appreciate it. What she say? Oh, Capricorn, Mercury, Scorpio, Venus, Scorpio, Saturn. Hey, go ahead, Takesha Jones, coming through here and want to stunt a little bit, knowing her chart. Get that. Yes. So, I definitely appreciate all of y'all. The Team Manifesting Generator in the building. That's right. He got defined head, defined ajna, defined throat, because I know we're 9-0 every time we get together. Bang, bang, bang. Big shouts out to all my human design players out here. Also, I sent an email out that everybody on here, if you got the email I sent out earlier today, press 1. If you did not get the email I sent out earlier today, press 0. I sent it at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you got the email, let me see, press 1. If you didn't get the email, please press 0. Thank you so much. Vonda says she got the email. That's what I'm talking about. If you didn't get the email, which I think is important, I'm about to write another one. Please go to Coach's Closet. Now, first off, check your spam if you got the email. Cheryl, I want you to tell me some kind of business. Cheryl, yes, you. I got your email and read it. And you was like, that's where I'm stuck at. Come up with something. Tanya Bell, Takesha Jones. If you didn't get the email, that means you're not on my email list. So I got some other things. I'm trying to help people with their business. Tai Chi is the spiritual side to get your government right. But then it's time to take it over and produce some economics. Okay? Spiritual economics is real. Not just, oh, I got grace, I got good energy, and yada, yada, yada. Nah, we're supposed to be millionaires. So let's start working on that. What up, Vaughn? Ciola got her email. That's right. Eden Carter, you're not on the list because you haven't been where? To coachescloset.info. No E, just coaches, COACHS, closet.info. And just put your email address in there right now. And then can somebody please type the email? What up, Destiny Ray? I see a lot of people, y'all got the email. Takesha, I'm telling you how to get on there. I want everybody, because the Facebook go down or social media, I still want to be able to send you an email. Tanya Johnson Bell said, I'm with all of this. She signed you, say you want all the smoke? I feel you. Me too, because I got it. Ooh. Funky, funky, funky. Okay, so that's it for me, man. I found y'all in peace, and I'm going to leave you in prayer. Thank you for letting me be so excited. I appreciate everybody who came to class tonight. It was dope-alicious. Enid says she recommends Tai Chi over yoga. Amen. Some people say Tai Chi is a form of yoga, but I don't want to go back and forth with people. I don't do that. But if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, and you want to come out, what up, Donald? atltantra.com/events. Doors open at 3, but class don't start till 7. We start meditating at 6:45. We had a nice meditation tonight. Then we went outside for practice. It was popping. Oh, am I vegan? Absolutely not. No way. I don't need to be a vegan. I don't need to be a judgmental vegan or judgmental meat eater. I'm so happy with myself. I love me. I'm a symptometrist. Anybody know what symptometry? Un momento, por favor. Let's go over here. I don't know why they asked me, am I a vegetarian? Absolutely not. You see this? Really, I could just bring out just 2 books. I'm gonna hit y'all with some of these right quick. Then I gotta get up out of here. So, too bad I'm in Birmingham. Birmingham ain't that far from here. Voila. See that? In-depth study of the most complete person. This doesn't have anything to do with you being a vegan. You want to be complete? Then come on, let's rock it out. Dr. Maxwell Nardi. I would get this if I was you. Next up, what to consume. Mankind's safest consumables. A lot of vegans don't fact check. That's why I'm not a vegan. Some vegans do. Some people just do it because it's a fad. They just like somebody who'll smoke anything. They'll just smoke with anybody. What to consume, man. This is symptometry, player. This is scientific living. Okay? Most people don't practice yoga correctly. I absolutely agree. The downside of nutrition. These 3 books should be, if you talking about eating, the untold story about the foods we love. You know what? I am challenging. You vegans, read this. You vegans, throw this up right here. See what happens after you finish this right here. Come back to me with some facts. This right here is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Stats on top of stats on top of stats. What? Like, how many enzymes does it take to break down? Look at corn. Y'all out here, you vegans out here eating corn. It takes 111,000 enzymes to break down corn. Go on somewhere. Stop it. Look, the section following the chart serves to illustrate why a person cannot be healthy if she or he eats items that require more than 20,000 enzymes to break them up. It also gives examples in order to facilitate the better understanding of the actual enzyme chart. Ooh, this one is crazy, yo. Do you know what a health disruptor is? Some people be asking me, talking about, are you a vegan? Vegan is old, bro. We out here moving. Scavenger foods and nuts. Y'all still eating nuts? Ooh. Most, I gotta get my protein from nuts. See that? I ain't mean to hit y'all turn into a school lesson. All nuts have saturated fat and prussic acid. The fatty acid and saturated fat tends to slow down circulation. If this happens in the pores, acne will occur. Then after the tough coat of the nut has been digested, it will produce tough debris. Saturated fat will slow down circulation, and slow circulation will cause stasis, circulatory disorder. We can eat whatever we want, but it's the supplements we take after eating certain foods that will help our cells to produce certain enzymes. It is these enzymes that will neutralize the toxic effects of what we have eaten. Plant enzymes are for plants. They are not for humans. By the same token, animal hormones are for animals. They are not for humans. Ow, wait a minute. What does it say? In order to produce human enzymes and hormones, a person must decongest his or her cells and glands, and she or he must supply the cells what they are used to produce enzymes and hormones. If he or she doesn't, he or she will be deficient in testosterone, estrogen, prostrogen, steroids, and so on and so forth. Then he or she will suffer from disease associated from such deficiencies. And that's at the beginning, yo. That's light work. What page is that on? I don't even be stressing about when somebody be talking like that. What page is this? Bro, that's the first chapter. That's on page 1 and 2 and 3. That's the first 3 pages of the book. Book got 180, 130, 30 some pages. By a food scientist. I ain't playing with y'all out here. That's me. What to consume? It's got the safest consumables in here. Turn to page 88. Pop, 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 pop. The 45 essential foods. And listen, please don't come talking about they say it's good to eat water soluble. Bro, who is they? I really can't do that no more. I don't do who the they. See, this book got a name on it. A food scientist. I don't use if you use the word they, you can't know what you're talking about, because they didn't know what they was talking about. No, I don't follow an alkaline diet. Nope, I follow a scientific enzyme-rich diet. Scientific enzyme-rich is called symptometry. Symptometry. The word symptom, E-T-R-Y, because I'm practicing good government. I'm going to eat the way I'm supposed to eat from what's proven from proper government. I'm not out here playing. Somebody asked me to hold the books up again. Let's go one more time. The first one, the study of the most complete person. You can start at chapter 7 right here and this will bust your whole head. This one. An in-depth study of the most complete person. See the words in the middle? Symptometry. Originator of root cause therapeutics. I don't even like to do the comparison piece, but I'll put symptometry up against anything on the planet today. Anything on the planet today that you want to do something, you can come holler at us. And it's been around for over 30 years. 25, I'm sorry. Bam, next. What to consume? Mankind's safest consumables. All by Dr. Maxwell Nardi. You can just type in if you write down the author and just type his books in, you're going to see. He's in Chicago too, Sonya. And then Downside of Nutrition. If you didn't get the title, just send me an inbox and I'll hit you up. All right, family. Appreciate y'all so much. Put these back on the shelf where they came from. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. What else is over here? Woo! He even has a school, yo. This is called the Law of Recovery. This was like the first semester. This is from the coaching program. This ain't even from. It says the American. Google the American School of Symptometry. See what happens. You want to be a doctor out here? You want to get busy? Go Google that. The American School of Symptometry. The Law of Recovery. God almighty, no. I'm through with the whole situation scenario for the night. Brother Polite. Brother Polite. Yeah. I don't know if Brother Polite can't see Dr. Nardi. It's all good. We ain't even. This is about Tai Chi, proper government. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it went to food. But I don't know how the brother's trying to pull in these other subjects. But I really appreciate everybody who stayed on this long. But yeah. Brother Polite try to be out there in the front so you can, so you know what I'm saying, he got to do what he got to do, but he not nowhere close to Dr. Nardi at no level, period. And he won't come out his mouth and say he is either, period. He know who Dr. Nardi is. He know who Dr. Nardi is, and he never opened his mouth to say nothing about Dr. Nardi. Nobody wants that smoke. They all know who he is, but they don't want to. See, that's another problem with proper government. Jokers always want to be the boss. They always want to be the top joint. They want to be on top of everything. But instead of partnering to somebody who got a superior system, just go over there and learn instead of stealing because you think he gonna take your peoples or he gonna take your shine. That's Polite is young. That's what he doing. And he got a bunch of mouths to feed, so, he can go ahead and do all that. But Polite ain't no food scientist. Polite doesn't have access to a food laboratory that's FDA approved. He doesn't have access to a gas chromatography machine. Man, I ain't even got to go back and forth with all that. You know what I'm saying? Just I already told you where the heat was at. If I thought Polite had some heat, I would have told you go over there. I didn't. Okay? So, but people can do what they want to do. So you got your own choice. I gave you another option. Go investigate and do your own due diligence just like I did. That's it. My job is I share the connects. You don't want to connect, you know what I'm saying? I try not to make it a competition, but I got a defined will, Miss Enid Carter. So I tend to be very competitive. And I got the 18th channel, so I'm a risk taker. So, and I'm a 3-5. It's a lot going on over here. But I appreciate y'all so much. Once again, I found you in peace. I'm going to leave you in prayer. Anabacoa, Gijalaki Minka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha, Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nagibor, the Shea Yegadeka, Kababa Shamran, Barkam Taran, Rakame, Tazika Taker, Tamid Gamlin, Kasin Kadosh, Baruf Tufka, Nahela Taker, Ikid Gehel, Chapanez, Okrea Katushka Taker, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamo, Burrukshem, Kavumakuto, Lalam Vaed. Donald, I don't know. Yeah, I know who Dr. Sabi is. And what? Dr. Sabi wasn't a food scientist either, man. I'm not putting him down, bro. He had his place. Just like in heavyweight fighters, they had their place. You know what I'm saying? But Maxwell Nardi is the Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson of heavyweight boxing in the food science field. Period. 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 Dr. Sabi was a heavyweight. He opened a lot of people's eyes to what some people was doing wrong, but he not the top shotter in research. You know what I'm saying? Did he open up eyes in the community? Yes. Is he a legend? Yes. But that's just like saying Nipsey Hussle is the greatest rapper of all time. He's not. He's an influencer. He put in work. He helped change the culture. He helped further the culture. We all help further the culture. But let's do your due diligence. You keep putting out people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already, it don't matter who you throw out there. I already either know them or done their program or done my due diligence. Now you got to go do your due diligence. All right? So, thanks everybody. If you didn't get an email from me, please hit me up because you got to get on my email list. I'm about to go back and send another one out. D Mac is in the building. What up, Robert Klein? Lada. Hey, baby. Thanks everybody for joining me, and I'm gonna holler at y'all. See y'all in 2 and 2. Peace.